One. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the last event of our Charge GTE Championship. I'm your host, your French fellow Baguette, Adrien, here for commentating tonight the last round of our championship, joined as usual by the one and only Tommy. How are you doing, Tommy?
All good. Looking forward to the racing tonight. It's going to be a good one. It's Le Mans. There's definitely going to be a pit stop. Definitely chances of carnage. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, very excited for tonight. And for once, I think we don't have any technical issue, which is the first time everything is probably working like it should. I apologize though, you may have heard the end of my countdown before I am muting myself because my finger whipped. But other than that, this little thing, everything is working tonight. So let's set up the stage a bit. So tonight we are at, of course, as we said, there we go. Tonight we'll be running at Le Mans, the longest track of our session, of our championship, for the longest race of our championship. The final will be a whopping 2 hours long instead of the usual 1 hour race we're having. We need to present Le Mans anyway, very famous track. This will really look like more an endurance race than the other that was more of a sprint, but over the 38 turn and the 13.6 kilometer lap distance, a lot of things can happen. We're probably gonna see. Do you think we're gonna see a lot of crashes, a lot of people making mistakes, or like how are you confident about everyone consistency for tonight? To me,
I think it's 50-50. I think there's going to be definitely elbows out in corners. We're going to see folk getting past in the straights. There's some folk are running a bit more downforce, so there's going to be again, hopefully position changes, and you know, when there's a position change, it's always a chance of a bit of trading paint. That's what honestly, that's what I'm here to see. I'm here to see the carnage. That's I mean, there's no point in beating around the bush. That's it. That's all I'm here for. That's what I come to see. And if the drivers have a clean race, then I'll go away disappointed.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about the cars. We're still running the GTEs, of course, as is the name of the championship, but we're having some changes. I think. Hold on, I need to check who it is precisely, but we lost one Corvette for one Porsche by the name of, I think is it Hawkworth? I'm unsure, but someone that was running historically Porsche is Corvette is now running Porsche. I heard drivers talking about how good the Corvette is around those corners. It might have a bit more straight line speed than the Porsche, which the Porsche gaining on agility. But yeah, we'll see. That will be interesting. However, what we do have is a Hobart here and someone getting onto the pit. I was trying. Yes, that's the Porsche I was talking about. That's Hosey. Hosey is trade his trusty C7R for 911 RSR. And as I'm saying that, I remember that I forgot to share my stream to Tommy so we can see what I am seeing. Give me a minute, Tommy, so we can have.
That's all right.
What's on my screen.
Time. We're here for ages.
There we go. Yeah, we're gonna be here for 2 hours, and I'm glad there is a couple of things to talk about when the race is settling a bit down. Anyway, yeah. So the Corvettes might be a bit faster on the straight and a bit more stable on the turns, so that will definitely help the driver getting into this big American boy, especially in the consistent phase of the race, because like it's easy to drive basically. But on the other hand, the Porsche is a bit more risky car to drive, a bit more like pointy and stuff, a bit more agility on the corner, but kind of like a bit of a straight line speed. They are both. They both have a special BOP for this race, so they're supposed to be as fair as reasonably possible, but doesn't prevent to have some differences in terms of where the car is fast and where it isn't. let's speak about who is here, who isn't. The only driver that I know right now that can't compete tonight and is absolutely gutting is Patrese. As we can see on Dehi car, if I'm getting into the top of his car, we see a memorial on the roof for Patrese load cell pedal. The poor guy had some sort of technical problem today. His load cell pedal
Wasn't a
seems to
technical
have
problem.
braked.
It wasn't a technical problem. He just didn't skip a single leg day, and he smashed his pedal to bits.
That's probably why. But I'm telling you, I have the exact same load cell pedal than him, and I've been smashing into it as like hard as I could. And when I set it up to 100%, like the max pressure, and even by smashing it as hard as I could spike to the 100% value, but I couldn't like hold it. I know I'm a bit weak and stuff, but that's properly hard to like get it properly maxed out. So even if he haven't skipped any leg day, I doubt he can break it like this anyway. Well, he's out. That's all we need to know, and that's a shame because he put a lot of practice on this one. He had quite high hopes for the championship. I don't know if you were watching the stream, but if you're here, Patrese, I'm very sorry. I'm absolutely gutted not seeing you racing tonight, and I hope you will find a replacement, a solution as quick as possible, because yeah, I don't think this little load set pedal will get into your way of getting faster and faster and into the low for sim racing you have. Anyway, all the drivers, I have no clue because the tower
Alright, Adrian.
isn't here.
It's alright. He's not lost a leg or anything, mate.
No, yeah,
It's
of
fine.
course. He's just not here tonight, which is
He's not here tonight, but
yeah,
it's all good.
it's a
It's
shame,
all
isn't
good.
it?
And he'll be watching the stream. So, everyone that's tuned in to watch, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. It's the last race of the Charge GTE series. Round at Le Mans. We're going to be here for a while, so sit back, relax, and it'll be on to qualifying very shortly. At the moment, from looking at the live timings, we have been seeing DK putting in some good times, so hopefully we'll be looking to take a strip out of Jack Oliver, who's been very, very fast throughout the season. And I'm hoping that Adrian will be able to fill me in with some of the scores on the doors.
I sure hope as well. So right now, practice, is getting is slowly reaching its ends. We'll be waiting for qualifying to start now in a couple of minutes. Qualifying. So this is a tricky track to qualifying in anyway, because lap is very long and there is a lot of room for mistakes. The thing is, we have, like, for this race in particular, not only they have longer race, they also have, of course, longer qualifying. So it will be a 30-minute qualifying instead of a 20-minute qualifying. The main difference there will be is that I think a couple of drivers said that they probably gonna try not to qualifying too well. The reason to that is that we are going for a standing start, and in Le Mans the start-finish straight, or at least the start-finish line, is like quite is quite early on the straight. Basically, you have the chicane of the raccordement on at the end before the start-finish straight, and like just I think it's 200 or maybe 300 meters in, you have the start-finish straight, and there is no grid boxes after it. So, like which means that the grid will be kind of like swinging around the sharps chicanes, which can be quite complicated to navigate. Of course, we're not running a rolling start as they do at Le Mans usually, because it's quite a mess to handle in AC, but getting into the back can be of an advantage. So yeah, we'll see who is qualifying, who is not qualifying. That could be an interesting thing anyway.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's always that kind of will they won't they kind of moment at the start, and then it's usually Jack.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, we heard some cars still going around.
That's Ruptike's just coming into the pits, and somebody in the background just taking a wee break into the the grid somewhere. There you go.
So right now we are waiting for the start of qualifying. Everyone is in the pits waiting for the green lights. So the race pace of the majority will be around 4 minutes. That's a quite long lap, but I saw that most drivers are able to do when pushing sub 4 minutes laps. I think during qualifying we can accept laps around 57, I guess. I saw a couple of drivers having their best lap on the low 58, and I'm quite sure that a high 57 is possible if they nail it perfectly. But yeah, we'll see in a couple of minutes as we're waiting. Okay. All right. So let's get back to. Oh, everyone have disappeared for some reason. That's
Oh,
oh, there we go.
you got them back again. Nice. I settle course, I do. I settle course of things.
Why is everyone stopping? Oh, that's a weird event. I don't know. Is there any red light or something? I see a red flag. Is it normal?
No.
Something is happening. Have you touched the magic button, Tommy?
I've not touched any buttons. I've lost everything off my screen.
Oh. Are we experiencing a server failure? Is it possible?
No, it's coming up with a red flag for the real penalty.
Hmm. Like, people can still move, as we can see, but
Yeah,
no one is.
I don't know. Shit.
Red flag, yeah, actually a red flag. Is there a way
I don't
to
know. Give me 2 seconds. I'll go and see if I can
Hmm.
get Elmo to cancel it, or if there's a way to cancel it.
Why? I don't know why. I don't even know what, to be honest.
I'll be
Elmo?
back.
We back? Are we? Oh, it's yellow now. As we see drivers making some donuts. Okay, I apologize to everyone. Seems like we're running into some sort of little situation through there. Red flag have been thrown by itself, and now everyone is leaving the server. What is happening? Do we need to join again? Oh, I'm by myself. Looks like they are all checking in. All right. Well, let's have a quick break. I apologize for this one, as we try to figure out what the problem is. I think we just.
You spoke too soon about technical issues.
Oh, what's the problem then?
Sorry, server's going to restart.
All
It's something had been set up that didn't quite work as it should have. So it'll get going shortly.
Well, yeah, I think I was a bit too cocky about this one. Like, yeah, we don't have any problems and stuff, and then boom. That's called karma in here.
Yeah, so at the moment you're just stuck with some elevator music while the server restarts.
I don't think I've put any. You know what? That's a
alright.
That's a really good point. I should put some. Let's grab the.
I think we might be back up and running, to be honest.
Wait. I want to put the music in. Wait, I need to find the media file. Is it the thing? Yes. Yep. There we go. Elevator music as we find a way to get back into this server. I hope you enjoyed the little music. I need to make sure I don't forget to turn it off during the race, because having the wall race with GT menu music will be a weird feeling.
It'll be all good. Right, come on. There we go. Server's back up.
Yeah.
So I think we'll back into practice again, and then apologise for the wait. All these folks that are waiting for the racing and the carnage to start. It will come.
All right, back to the game now, as everyone is leaving pits. Oh, it's practice. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a lot of. That's an unusual way to warm up tires and stuff. Why? Well, you know what that means. That means that we change scene again.
Oh, no, sorry, they're skipping qualifying.
No! Everyone is leaving now. Just at the moment I was changing scenes. Alright, I think.
So they're already flying at the pits as Max has decided to run out first. Oh, but getting out the way of Jack.
Alright, so looks like. Oh, I was about to say that Code, Reinternomica, that she's leaving the pits right now. Non-Concept is doing qualifying. Mario haven't moved yet. We have a couple of drivers not leaving the pits. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Mario is doing. I think. Oh, Code 71 disappeared. Looks like qualifying is on the way, and oh, that's a white car here. I don't think it's supposed to be white. Naughty Dragon with the full white car. I hope it's not a mistake with the skins. And Elmo is the last.
Oh yeah,
leaving.
It's just the. You would have to unpack it. If you're quick between the qualifying and the race, then you might be able to sort it. But it's no dramas.
I will make sure of it. Alright, Jack Oliver leading the qualifying train with, I think, 1 or 2 pole position to his name. I'm unsure. Either way, it's a long way through to the start-finish straight anyway. So we'll have some time before getting into the end. So Don Mulsanne into the hairpin.
A little bit of time before they're crossing the start finish line. They're just coming down into Indianapolis.
Yep. As I'm skin for Naughty Dragon and alright.
I don't know if you need to quit out and come back in again.
Yes, I will, but we will wait for the end of qualifying for that. That's really fine. Alright, so let's jump on board with Jack Oliver as the homeboy is navigating through the S's. I struggle to remember the name of the corners. I think those S's are Porsche. I'm not sure about it.
I think they've changed because they did not get a different sponsor.
Oh, that's definitely a thing. You know what? Let's check out the corner names.
That's worth Google. I don't know if it's. Hopefully, it's not like a prime corner or something like.
No, it's Corvette curves. Oh, that's no. Okay, no. Okay, I've messed up. It seems to be. Wait, is it the 2023 map? Aha. Landmarks. Yes. No, it's still called Porsche curves.
Oh,
It is.
Cool.
Well,
Cool.
you have the first two S's are Porsche curves, then you have Corvette curves, and the chicanes in the end are called Ford chicane, which is weird because I'm quite sure the last one is called the chicane of Le Raccordement because it's making the junction between the Le Circuit Bugatti and the Le Mans track. Anyway, the thing is, I'm looking right now, and so many brands that have a long history around Le Mans don't have any corners to the name. I mean, of course, there is a limited number of corners, so that's understandable. But like Porsche have one, which is fair. Corvette have one, which is alright. Ford have some, which is totally understandable. Ferrari isn't there. I would appreciate any French brand around here also as a corner name, but I can understand why there isn't. But yeah. Anyway, so we are now in Les Hunaudières. I said it was Mulsanne. I'm an idiot, and I'm sorry for that. Les Hunaudières, then into the second chicane now on board with Jack Olivier. Left and right. Need to make sure not to break too much momentum. A bit of a slide, of course, as the Porsche tends to be quite tail happy. Now in through the gears, up the hill, or at least the little relief in here. As we're gonna enter the hairpin, Mulsanne hairpin now. Big braking zone, very tricky on those cars. Yeah, little locking up, and then going a bit wide as a result. Very tricky braking zone. You're coming very fast. You just have to do a little bit of turning at the same time. On those cars in particular, very sensitive with the brake. It's quite hard to do. Oh, we see the nice rear limiter go there. As we're gonna arrive shortly into Indianapolis. Same, very tricky here. A turn in the braking zone. Need to be very careful on the approach through there. Indianapolis is now behind us as we're approaching now Arnage. right. And now a sprint for the Porsche curve. This is probably where we're gonna see the pace advantage change, as the Corvette might be a bit slower on those curves, but the Porsche a bit more, of course, a bit more agile, but as we can see here, a bit more tail up here, a bit less stable than the front engine Corvettes.
At the moment, Toxic setting the best pace in the first two sectors.
Interesting.
He's definitely been one of the quicker drivers over the last wee while as well, and definitely one of the ones that's harder to pass. So if he gets out front, it's going to be tight. Ooh, he putting in a good sector 2 as well in the Corvette. We'll see how that pans out for the rest. It is only the first lap of qualifying, so definitely more to come. Let's find him up. Crossing the line. There you go, a 3:55. We have seen practice times in the 54s, so hopefully one of them will be coming up shortly. See who's still across the line.
Oh. Looks like some drivers are getting back into the pits. I wonder if it's interesting to run multiple laps before getting back into pace and restart again, because of course, like, we have 30 minutes of qualifying, which is significantly longer than what we have usually, but the thing is, you're losing quite a lot of time by doing your out laps and stuff, and on the other hand, you have to carry quite a lot of fuel in order to make one lap, so probably that making one lap is, I mean, like, only doing one push lap can be of a pace advantage, but it's definitely a more risky strategy. Right, let's try to find...
definitely, but it's, do you try and time it to come in a bit early? And like, I don't think there's much of a, I mean, we've seen Toxic running like medium tires right to the end.
Yeah. The thing is, for this race in particular, speaking of tire strategy, the race is more fuel limited than it is tire limited, which means that whatever tire you are going to run, you will need to stop at certain points in order to refuel. So we can expect, like, I don't think anyone will run the hard tires. Medium seems to be the way to go. The question will be, though, can people extend it with soft? I don't think, because the soft will completely melt. But on the other hand, this track, I remember back we were doing the BOP testings, is quite of a headache for tires management, because the long straights are like make your tires cool down completely. It's nearly impossible to get tire temperatures at any point on the track. So soft will probably not be a solution, but neither do the hard. I think it will be medium to medium, as we saw here that he's going very far for the track limits on the inside of the second Hunedier chicane, as we can hear the rolling sound of the C7R.
Sitting Jack Oliver putting in his fastest first sector now. The fastest second sector as well, so definitely worth watching him coming up towards the end of his second lap. Just as he's coming through the Porsche curves. He is somewhat an alien. And he's also been quite lucky there, because it looks like we had a wee spinner just in front of him.
The thing is, for some reason, the tower is still not showing up. And I know that he needs 2 laps or more in order to show up, but for now we have no clue what the current
There we go. That's a 3:54.85.
Oh, yeah. Right, let's do this. Wow, that's way faster than I expected.
So all we need now is just another couple of drivers just to get into the 54s, and we've got a race. So it's actually worked out pretty well because there's been a lot of drivers with similar paces, and the racing that we've seen through this series has been tremendous. And thanks to everybody that's turned out for this, we couldn't have put it on without you guys, and putting on the stream and showing it off has been an absolute pleasure. I know I wasn't around for the last event, but like I said, it's the ones that I've been watching have been brilliant, and again, we couldn't do it without the community and the drivers turning up. So big thank you to everyone, and thank you to everyone who's been tuning in to watch as well.
Yeah, that was really. I mean, we're not done yet, but that was really a wonderful experience to commentate alongside this amazing championship. We had our fair share of good racing, dramas, and everything you want for a championship. And on top of that, all the drivers seems to have some fun driving around those GTE car one last time.
We've had jump scares. I mean, if you can't get better than a jump scare, then you know.
Yeah. But yeah, we're certainly not done yet. Because we still have one run to go, and what kind of one do we have as our final for a 2-hour race? For some reason, we still doesn't have any time showing up on the tower. This is ACTV being ACTV again. At least I put out the base AC tower. The thing is, as I'm still sitting on the pits as a commentator, we can't see the wall. Yeah, like the wall results. We at least see the. Oh, that's a spin for Hosey. Bonk. And we at least see who is on pole and how far P4 is of the pole. All right.
Use live timings.
Do you
I'll
think?
send you the link.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm using.
Live timing. You're right. Oh no, I thought it was relative.
There you go. I've sent you it over.
I'm not gonna install another app now, I think.
Oh no, it's not another app. It's just a web page.
You're right, but it was for the stream. I can't see this. I just wanted to,
right, okay.
in order to see it for the stream. Anyway.
Let's communicate it.
Although I gotta confess, I'm a bit concerned because like not having any tower during the whole race will be a problem. But
I'll come back for the whole race. It's just that it does this weird thing. The other thing you could do is swap over to the ACTV rather than the print.
We are running the ACTV one. Is the ICC one that works better, but I haven't installed it. But that's okay. We have the base AC one, which is imperfect, but at least gives some information. As we're following now Elmo.
Ooh, Flyjammer's getting a little bit spicy as well behind. He's going a little bit faster. That's just dropped a little bit of time. Oh, and he must have had a wee spin. He's back in the pits. Teasing us there with a purple first sector. So who are we missing? Still quite a few drivers yet to set a time. We did have some of the drivers saying that they would rather not set a time and just set off from the back, just due to the way that the grid kind of goes up round the corner.
Yep.
But like I said, I mean that's got its own risks. So the start might be somewhat spicy. But I think we should be alright. There should be enough grid slots.
Yeah, I
on
think.
There.
No, there is definitely enough grid slots. It's just how they will go around the track anyway.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Is it three abreast on the at the start, or is it only 2?
I think it's only 2 because like I don't see how you can. I don't see like how you can fit 3 white cars through the chicanes. But perhaps, I don't know. Thing is, I'm looking now right now at Elmo, going at the end of the first sector. Looks like he's gonna carry a bit of damage on the front. That's not ideal for getting a good lap time for qualifying.
Is not that. Oh, they're going to be fine. There's like the grid's not going to affect them going right around the corner or anything like that. So
All right, good to
yeah,
know.
there's plenty of room.
Oh, looks
It'd
like
be different
the
if we had like a 50-car starting grid, but we don't. So
looks like the tower is now showing up. So we're only gonna have 2 names up here for a while, but at least we know it works. Wow, like every time I'm joining about this server and hearing the Porsche and the Corvette, I can't only appreciate how good they sound.
there's definitely some good sound mods that the folks found for them.
Yeah, that's why I love IEC, like how tunable it is, and yeah, that's just wonderful to have the possibility to change the sound of the cars and to do it like it's so easy to swap car sounds and stuff, but like also like make them you can make sounds for EC. It's not that hard, at least start to do it, but the results can be
Elmo getting a bit twitchy there.
Yeah, that was a bit hot, but yeah, like how realistic the sound can become thanks to FOMO mode. I really hope AEC2 coming up next year will have the same kind of tunability. If it's is this a word? Modularity is a better one, but yeah.
Yeah, I suppose modability or community friendly that's probably a good way to put it as well.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely like as long as there's updates getting done to the game and like the developers are working on it, then hopefully it'll be quite good. They've definitely been doing a lot of work with ACC and with the new sort of GT2 stuff coming out and the Nürburgring track. That should be pretty interesting for that. I don't know if it'll be. We have done an ACC event before, but it didn't really stick. But I think it could be time to maybe try something like that again.
Yeah.
And Automobilista as well. That's another one.
That's my jam. I gotta say, Automobilista will become my home now.
But it's just one of these ones where it's just quite. It seems to be quite hard to set up online stuff.
Yeah, I mean they are working on it. Like the developer are working on it. The thing is,
it's constant updates coming for it. That's what I mean. As long as you see somebody putting in the effort, then I think it gives. It just allows you to kind of just cut them a little bit more slack.
Yeah, exactly. Reading at the dev blogs they do, because I'm following the development of the game like quite with quite a lot of attention. This year they were mainly focusing on single player experience and open world racing, because that's what they reckon is the most popular thing among sim racers, which is kind of true, especially like with the recent gain in popularity of Formula 1 and everything. But next year they want to focus on different things, which is endurances. They want to incorporate, of course, Le Mans tracks that they teased a bit earlier, and also they want to make endurances possible in game with like multiple drivers, categories. So we probably can expect GT cars, bunch of hypercars, and LMDH kind of things, and they also want to focus on the multiplayer experience because they reckon that it's pretty bad at the moment. I mean, you can have a giggle and like drives with friends, and it's super easy to set up online services and stuff. But the thing is, it's quite unstable. Running start never works. You can have the server can be stuck into a loop and everything. But the thing is, all the like most of the games backend, but mainly the online, is simple ports from Project Car 2. The online is quite outdated right now, and they are not gonna just stay on making like they have the thing working now and they don't touch it. They want to make everything work better, and they say that's the case with the online, with the UI, because everyone saw in the beginning that the AMS2 UI is the Project Car 2 UI with a reskin. And also it's the case with graphics. They want to improve all those areas, but it's not their main priority because they have something that kind of works at the moment, and then they will like update it when everything else that needs to work is working properly. But yeah, the thing is, I'm quite sure that when AC2 will come out, because Kunos have a way bigger reputation than Razer, and because like the title is way more expected than AMS2, probably that AMS2 will kind of vanished out of everyone's favor, because like if AC2 is anything like AC1, I don't really see like how we gonna find any interest on AMS2. But that's gonna be some very, very interesting time ahead of us. We are really in a wonderful time for sim racings, even with like all the other titles that are coming out, thinking about GTE Revival and all the other things. So yeah, quite an exciting times to be a sim racer, isn't it?
Definitely. And you've got well, there's Rain Sport as well, which seems to be kind of
I tried it.
just ticking away in the background because that's still like not officially released yet.
Yeah, I mean, I had the wonderful privilege to try it because I've been on the waiting list for quite a long time, and a couple of days ago I had an email that said that I had a key to join the beta. So I hop on in, install it on Epic Games, and sadly I won't be able to give some very interesting insights. I tried it on stream with a couple of people from Charge, actually, and let's see that it didn't really go to plan. The game was really badly optimized. I have quite old graphic cards, which is a RTX 2060, but even on the lowest settings, the game had massive lags, a lot of spikes, and like FPS would drop drastically every time I was going through any Trackstone one and everything. I know that it's a beta game, of course the game isn't finished by any means, and that's why the performances are so bad. But the thing is, for an esport game, you should be able, at least on the lower setting, to run it on way more system than is at the moment. But in terms of the driving feel, it was alright, I would say. The problem is, I know that the Rain Sport physics is heavily criticized to be like basically the same as Race Factor 2, and that's probably what is going on under the bonnet. Thing is, I haven't driven racecraft. Yes, Race Factor 2. I haven't driven it, so I can't really compare. What I can say though, and perhaps people that haven't drove Race Factor 2 can like perhaps relay on anything. I felt like compared to AC and ACC and IMS2, the force feedback felt very really spiky. Like it really felt like it was just giving me like there were not really constant forces. It was just like spikes of forces going here and there, and that's how you tell what's going on. So
yeah.
I have no clue if it's any good. I could definitely have some feel of the car, but the very unstable experiences and the lags and stuff make like I couldn't really play it. I've played it for 5 hours max, Ooh, that's a that's a way to end a qualifying lap for Toxic. Anyway, so yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have like that much experience on it, but I will retry it a bit later when a couple of updates will be out, and that will definitely be an interesting thing. But for now, I'm not very I'm not very excited about the whole thing anyway.
We can talk about this through the race because I imagine there'll be bits of times where there'll be little bits of lull, so we can
Yeah,
talk
definitely.
about this later. But it's getting into the last 2 minute 30 of qualifying. There will be cars coming round just to start the final lap, so it should cross the line. I'm looking at Max, who's halfway around the track, and he should get another crack of the whip as long as he's got enough fuel and his tyres aren't roasted. But yeah, I think we should be looking at some shifting around on the leaderboards. Like I said, DK's not going to go out. Alan's not going to go out. Housey looks pretty... Oh no, he's out. But he's still at a time. So we'll see. But like I said, Alan and DK pretty comfortable. Just in the pits, sipping a wee cup of tea. Not too fussed about what's going on in front of them. Maybe they've got a crystal ball and they can see something that we can't.
Yeah, problems. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Like the race will be, there's gonna be some slow time during the race, which is weird for a race to say that. But yeah, we're gonna have some sort of a podcast, I think, at some point. But yeah, all right, running off qualifying now. I think most driver will be entering the last lap by the end of this one, as we are now following Jack Oliver, navigating through Arnage into the last sector where we're gonna stay for. Alright, so quite close up front. Of course the gaps can be a bit like the gaps seems to be quite a lot, but remember it's nearly 4 minutes lap, so like of course the lap difference would be a bit bigger, but we have like the top 3 is in the same second, although we have very very fast drivers not starting in the back.
Yeah, and we've seen some of the fast drivers making silly mistakes going around as well, so
yeah,
you know, things are still pretty open.
Exactly, because being fast over one lap doesn't make you any consistent, and that's definitely what is the most needed here at Le Mans.
Even Jack's had his little moments a couple of times, so not to put the pressure on him, but you know, just saying.
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. Also, it's gonna be very interesting to see how how the drivers are handling the pit stops, because this is the first time we need to have pit stop. Of course, we saw a couple of pit situation during the last races, but it was penalty serving basically. Here, you will need to make sure that you know where the pit stop line is. You don't get too fast on the entrance to not get a penalty, and most importantly, when you pit. So it's gonna be interesting, definitely. I'm very excited for this way. This is the first time we're gonna have proper race strategy going on. All right, so as you can see on the bottom right of your screen, still a couple of drivers going in, but qualifying is now over. So checkered flag is waving. As we see now, Buzz.
We've got a couple of drivers out. Just looking at the leaderboard there. Oh, things jumping around. I think there's a couple of folk leaving and coming back in. Elmo's going a bit faster. He's half a second up on his personal best. So we'll see if he can hold that to the end. He's just in sector 2 at the moment.
And behind, I think it's Mario that's spawned on the last chicane, and I hope he wasn't on the fast lap, because that would be gutted. He would be gutted. Anyway, we see a Lynx car going in. I think
Drooptex is up on his time as well.
Elmo is not improving on this one. I think he didn't had that much time to practice, like in
He's
the
unlucky. He was.
yeah.
Yeah, but Droop Tex might go ahead of him here. It's looking pretty tight.
As we
He is currently about half a second up. So we'll see if we can hold that through the last section.
Oh, DK had gone out, but he don't put a lap in.
Yeah. DK doing DK things.
Yeah, William behind, getting his lap cancelled as
I
well.
mean, to be honest, this is a big throwdown. See if DK can actually like get into the top 3 today. I will be seriously impressed. Because it's not just overtaking; it's getting through everyone as well,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a big ask starting from the back.
Yeah, but I accept him to be very, very, very fast because
Yeah.
he did.
I mean, if he's not in first by turn 1, then it's a waste of time.
No, but like he have driven here more laps than anyone else because of course he practiced, but at the same time he made the BOP especially for Le Mans, and he was like the guy that drove in the most.
2 seconds. Drooptex is still around about half a second up. We'll see if he can hang on to it coming over the line. Oh, and he made lots of time up there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
and it's put
improved.
him up a couple of positions. Well done.
All right, qualifying is now
proud.
over, as we're gonna wait for the race to get ready, and I gonna relaunch the game in order to make sure that the skin of a bit of a Naughty Dragon is loading, because yeah, I haven't forgot to install it. Thing is, I can't join back for some reason. I'm sad. Oh yeah, there we go again. All right, next up then, race. Well, that's gonna be an interesting thing. I hope I will have the time to join, put my camera in the best place possible before the start of the race. Usually the waiting time between qualifying and race is quite thin, so yeah.
Sorry, if it's probably holding it because you're joining
Ah,
back
yeah, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry for everyone. Well,
in. Oh, this has gone seriously laggy.
all right, back into the server now. Let's try to find a place to put the camera in for the starts. Yep, there we go.
So yeah, things looking all right now. Don't know what was going on there.
All right, as we're waiting for the session to start now, during the intermission.
That's while the intermission's going on.
Yeah.
DK's managed to post up just saying that he was getting on one of his fastest laps, and he had managed to run a bit wide, so it was unfortunately invalid. So
I mean, if he didn't want it to start in the back, why will he be sitting for nearly the whole session, like in the back? Anyway, we are now on the grid, and yeah, as you said, you were right. We don't have anyone going through the S's, which is great.
Yeah, see, not just a pretty face.
But like, yeah, it's 3 wide on the start, and also you can probably tell by this perspective, but P1 and P2 are literally side by side. Like, there is no advantages given to P1 other than he is in the inside for the first braking zone. So the starting the reaction will be capital for the start of the race.
Oh, I tell you what, that is a tight grid.
Yeah. Like, the start will be very, very interesting, and keep your finger on the virtual safety car button, because things can happen. I mean, this is the closest we have. Like the first corner of Le Mans, the Dunlop chicane, is the closest thing we have on this championship as Monza Turn 1. So if there is one place when it can get messy, it's here.
Looks like there's a car missing from the grid.
Yeah, you're actually right. On the left. Or the right of the grid, depend when you look
Unless it's just the way that the kind of pit boxes kind of staggered it.
Alright, as we're waiting now for the route to come out.
That's them all. That looks like most of them are there. God, I'm nervous and I'm not even driving.
Well, we wait for those lights to light up to give the start of our final. And oh, someone joined behind. I think it's I don't know, I'm unsure.
I think what it might have done is it might have picked us up, because there's been a couple of folk that didn't at a set a time. We might be shown in that pack, so that might be why it's done it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Not implausible, not impossible.
Exactly. But yeah. Alright. The lights. The lights have shown up as they now lights up. 5 lights.
Oh,
And we are rolling on for the final of the GTE Championship, as we saw someone kind of jumping behind.
Yeah,
I don't really know what happened.
67 took a jump.
That's the thing. But in front, we are Flying Ligma alongside Jack Oliver. Oh, and they touched. They nearly crashed on this first chicane. But Jack Oliver keep his car on the right tracks. He's still facing the right direction.
Somebody wide.
But behind, Flying Ligma lose a position on the process to Mass behind. I think everyone have navigated through through the couple of first turn without any trouble.
Didn't look too bad actually. Oh, Naughty Dragon taking a huge bounce off one of the curbs there. That's going to cost them. Losing out to Redshift. And already Jack a second and a half out front. It's like he's panicking and trying to drive as fast as he can away from the carnage behind him.
Exactly. As we can see on the background, drivers swerving right, swerving left in order to make passes and try to overtake on the straights.
Naughty doing well, just hold the inside line. He had lost a lot of speed from that first corner. Victor Nomica going really wide there as well.
The little fight between Flying Ligma and Mr. Mass for P2. With Flying Ligma, I think, got the job done on the second chicane. And there is a lot of things happening behind. We see smokes going out for people locking up, fighting. Very bunch pack through here. Porsche Red Corvette all over the places. And still, Flying Ligma and Mr. Mass side by side through Mulsanne.
Looks like DK's looking to try and make a move on Ertonomica. Oh, laying the brakes. Going wide. Oh, they've done well to keep it off track.
Yeah, and DK already up in P15 in here. As in front Flying Ligma and Mas still fighting for this P2.
There is so much going on in the first lap. Just take your time, folks. There's 2 hours. I think the person that will be benefiting the most out of all the carnage is Jack out front. I think with Max and Flygema fighting so hard, that is just going to allow him to just get further and further ahead.
Yeah, he's definitely been a nice gap through there. Only 3 seconds up from P2 and P3 as they are fighting.
Oof. Redshift and Droop Tank's getting so close as well.
Yeah, and behind Naughty Dragon, not far away.
Oh. Naughty Dragon absolutely slinging it through there. Awesome stuff.
He's definitely gonna have a smell of those 2 drivers in front, as we see on the back on his back bumper. A very interesting message from Glicano's Twitter. Alright, going into the chicane for the first time as they try to all position themselves in order to defend and attack.
Oh, how's he getting really loose on the curb there, but managing to hold it.
Yeah, and he's incredibly close as well to the car of Naughty Dragon. He's getting on the inside, seems to have a bit kind of a better top speed, but definitely less confidence on the corners. Don't want to risk it. It's a long race in front of him.
Any damage at this point would just be such a nightmare. Of course, Mad 67 having to take his drive through for the jump start as well. Well done to everyone else, because sometimes if one goes, then usually a lot more people go, so they've done well. DK though, up into 12th position. He'll be getting onto the back of this train. DK unfortunately getting a bit of a bad start there. He's all the way back down from 5th down to 11th. Will not be happy with that. That is Housey just absolutely blown by Naughty Dragon there. And I don't know what's happened with Redshift.
Oh.
He's pulled over to the side.
Yeah, someone is very slow. Maybe he forgot to put out... Did he forgot to put out the fuel or something? What is happening? He's DNF'd. He's already out. Redshift, by the end of lap 2, is out of the race.
I don't know what's happened there.
Oh, we still have a fight though between Housey and Naughty Dragon. The spill stream seems to be quite effective. Dragon pulling up alongside him on the inside of the chicane, on the brakes, managed to get the move done. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet because there is another straight. And we saw that Housey could have way better top speed than his...
Shahu has spun off in his Porsche as well.
Oh, yeah, effectively. Oh, and Toxic seems to have lost a position to Max, but he got it back. As House outbreak himself and behind, we can see House is still behind Naughty Dragon. But I think we had a case of optimistic move from Toxic. Probably scared a bit Max on P4.
Housey's Porsche has got some chops in the straights. Round
Yeah.
the outside of Naughty there. Is he going to try and get by Droop Tex as well? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a very risky place to overtake because with the sharp kink we have on the entrance, it's very easy to get
great
bunched up.
drive out there. It looked like he was going to be able to get the move done as well, but I think it's just the camera angle. Again, that he must be running hardly any downforce on that. So we might see Naughty Dragon getting by him through the Porsche curves again.
Yeah, he has so much more top speed than the other. He's definitely running way less wings. And he's kind of keeping it. He's quite keeping it. He's keeping up with Droptex on the S's. So, ooh, a bit wide here. Definitely gonna allow Naughty Dragon to snitch a car in. Yeah, we're gonna be very close. Can Naughty Dragon try something on the chicanes? He's getting on the inside. He's moving as well as DK behind him. DK seems to carry a bit of damage though.
Yeah, it looks like his front end's a bit crinkled. I'm amazed that it's only him, because there's quite a few that have been very, very close. DK though looks like he's going to be making the move on Elmo.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the inside for the first turn, but on the outside for the chicane. Alongside Elmo now. Into the braking zone. Elmo is still fighting back, but I think you have to concede the position. No! Elmo defending.
No, side by side.
It's still side by side. It's not over yet. They're not getting into the S's. Elmo doesn't want to give the position. And DK. Ooh, that's very tight. But I think... Can he get it down? No, he's not! Oh my god, Elmo's still fighting back around the outside.
It's going to compromise him though, because that's the thing with them fighting like this. It's going to allow the others behind to make a move.
Ooh, DK getting on the inside. Ooh, that was a risky move. He nearly ran out of road.
William could be getting 3 positions here.
Yeah, because he definitely had to slow down a bit, but they're still side by side though. He's getting now. Looks like DK made the move down on Elmo, but he's not over yet. He's not over yet because now Elmo got probably a better exit. Can he get into the speed tree and then perhaps get alongside him again? He's gaining a bit on the cover, but I don't think it will be enough in order to pass. He's getting in. He's getting in. He's gonna put out outside on the inside of the chicane. Into the braking zone. Side by side, they touch a bit. DK is fighting back, and I think, yes, Elmo done it. He's back in front. Brilliant move.
Some kind of touring car kind of move there, but it's still allowing the ones behind just to stick with them. I think if they just if they were just racing on their own, they'd be way up the road, but the fighting has been incredible, side by side. Oh, big lock up. Oh,
yep. William.
Behind there.
It was William, I think.
I think that's even allowing Muffet to get on the back, and Alan is just in the background there as well.
Oh, they're still side by side. They're still fighting each other, Elmo and DK. Oh, around the outside of Indianapolis as they try. Oh, Elmo a bit wide and into the gravel. Nearly collecting DK in the process.
I think he was fine. He was fine. Loads of room.
And DK made a move down on Elmo by pressuring him into a mistake, and now having his eyes very, very sharply on Droptex in front. Behind him, the high, not that far away, and Freeman seems to lagging a bit up behind Dehi. Probably gonna have both of the Lynx car as company. As we see the two teammates now in a little train. Can Elmo get his pace back in and make the passes? Oh, wait. I saw DK and Dehi trading places, but I don't think they ever did.
Yeah, might just be the tower being the tower.
Yep, I think so. Well, same for DK and sorry, same for William and Droptex behind.
But Elmo has dropped back quite a bit. And Naughty's closing that gap.
Oh,
on
Droptex
to
ran a bit
Moose.
wide on the chicane. Probably tried a bit too much optimistic move, and he lost the position now, and probably two in the process as Elmo is side by side with him on the first aces. Ooh, very tight, but Elmo get the position down. It was a direct punition of the mistake Droptex did on the chicane, and now he haven't lost one, not two, but three position.
Oh, Boz has gone off as well.
Ball's gone off. Made a little mistake on the chicane, but still carrying on. Let's get back. Oh, two teammates fighting. The two Lynx cars fighting each other, and looks like Elmo had better top speed and didn't get the position right away.
Is there going to be any team orders for the last race of the season? Well, that was quite an intense 15 minutes.
Yeah. And that's funny to say that at this stage, usually we will be like 1/4 of the race done, but now it's only 1/8 of the race. So
That doesn't help things at all.
no, because like people have been fighting like crazy for the moment, and now they have to think about hour and 45 minutes of race in front of them. So the end of the race will be very tense, I can say, for all the drivers, with fatigue and like stress and everything kicking in. Alright. Now the Dragon chasing Posey at the moment. Quite in a reasonable distance. Let's see if the space is enough to pass at any stages. And look at the gap in front. Jack Oliver, 8 seconds up Filing Lemma.
Is he running a lighter fuel load, or do you think he's just... I mean, he is pretty much an alien, so, you know.
Yeah, I think it's more that than low fuel. As we see him getting into his 4th lap. And getting the fastest lap in the process.
It's like that. Not quite qualifying times, but definitely a lot quicker. Naughty using these wee headlights to get a fit. Oh, and Williams off. Dropping from 10th all the way down to 14th.
Yeah, and collected damage in the process as well, as you can see at the front of this Porsche. That hood is a bit too much open. Did he hit someone?
Well, no, I don't think so. Just a wee message from Redshift as well. He's just retired due to lag again, unfortunately. So that's why he stopped racing round, which is a real shame.
Yeah, the thing is, in AC, lag is definitely a problem because the way most time the lag will come out is your cars, like every cars on tracks. Oh, I think we're gonna have a move between DK and Naughty. Wow, the difference of speed is crazy. Anyway, the lag in AC is basically you see every car kind of rubber bonding like back and forth Like they go a bit forward and then they go closer, and then they go forward and they go closer, and that makes everyone very, very unpredictable. And if you are lagging, you see everyone doing this, and you are the only one that does this for the others. So it's like very hard to race with someone close with lags. So I understand if he didn't want to risk anything or to ruin anyone's race due to lagging. So yeah, I understand the thing. It's a shame, but understandable.
It's unfortunately it's one of the things that's always a risk with sim racing is where if you get netcoded by somebody, and it's happened to everyone at some point where something's just kind of somebody just kind of stopped in front of you and or appeared in you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's just
Yeah, it's just a shame.
But Naughty Dragon making the move on the Housey just now.
Yeah, as Housey was he made a mistake on the chicane, allowing DK pass. But now we have the second act of the fight between Housey and Naughty Dragon.
Oh, but that Housey's Porsche. Oh, he's gone so
Very
hot
wide.
in the corner.
So wide, he lost one position, two position. Oh, he's not gonna be happy about it. I think he having trouble with the brakes because even on the corner just beforehand, he had some sort of lockup on the chicane. So probably some brake issue for Housey at the moment.
Maybe just carrying just a bit too much speed in there. Man 67 making a wee move up onto Skyhoo. And just as we said that, it looked like there was a good meter between them and there was sparks coming off the car, so maybe a wee bit of netcode between those guys. But, fingers crossed they'll keep going and not have any issues with each other. And Alan just kind of plodding away there into 13th.
Jack Oliver just extend his lead with more than 10 seconds now. And
So is it
still getting the fastest lap.
Is it 14 seconds and then we start putting the BOP on? Add 1,000 kilos. Not that we would do something like that. We totally would if we could.
Yeah. Like he should have to like in order to get a fair, like to counterbalance his advantage. I propose that he have to push his car for the world first sector on the first lap. He push it, and as soon as he get into the first lap, then he's able to get into the car and start it. Maybe that will be fair.
No, another way is when he makes his pit stop, he can only fill up with 10 litres of fuel, so he has to make more pit stops.
I don't even know how many liters of fuel they use each lap, but that will be definitely quite an interesting race to have. How many like try to get for the most pit stop wins. Right, as now the race is settling a bit down with driver around the tracks, getting comfortable, getting the lap times in, showing their true pace, showing their consistency, most abundantly. We have no fight to watch at the moment, but at least still racing. That's part of endurance. We're gonna stay with DK for a while because he's the most likely to catch up on the guys in front. As we saw, he have a tremendous pace at the moment, and definitely looking after non-concept P5. I think that's the first time I see non-concept going with that like a race like this, he's probably gonna be very happy about it.
Muffick just losing a bit of control through the chicane there, but managing to pull it back. Fair play to him. That was pretty tight there. DK up into 6th.
Yeah, already.
What sort of times is he putting in? Is he putting a good lap time
I'm
compared
quite
to,
sure he is, because he's catching up to non-concept quite fast.
He's in the high 57s at the moment, so I'm not sure if the Porsche actually has to stop twice. So it could be that maybe Jack's running a slightly lighter fuel load because he knows that he's going to have to stop twice. So maybe do like a half load, then like a full tank, and then just like a half tank to get across at the end.
You think he's gonna have to stop twice? You sure about it?
I don't know. Do you know what? I'm going to try and find out.
Because I'm quite sure that
I have my sources.
I'm quite sure that the way to go is one-stop strategy. But whatever his strategy is, at the moment he's driving as fast as he can, because each and every lap he's getting in is the fastest lap of the race.
Yes, it doesn't seem to be slowing down any at all.
Why would he ever do that? I can't understand why, but looking at the front of the... Every time I'm seeing the Corvette of DK, it makes me think about the Viper. I don't know why, that's very weird, because they don't really look like each other. But, yeah. Ooh, he's getting on the inside of non-concept. Is he gonna fight? Non-concept is still on the arm, but no, he's losing the position. It's not that the pace difference is too big. There is no point sweating it out and losing time to another Dragon behind, which is more of his true rival.
Housey's been a bit unlucky losing all the way back, but he's just going so hot into that corner there. It's done a little bit of damage on the front corner of that. I think I'm just seeing things.
On which one?
On Housey's. No, that's fine. That's fine.
No, Icecam seems to be perfectly fine. Which is not the case of DK.
No, I think that was very early on that he
Yeah.
caught the damage. So we'll see. We'll see how he gets on for the rest of it. It doesn't seem to be affecting him too much, but then in saying that, DK is really, really quick, and it might not be enough to really kind of push on, because after Max, there's a big gap into the top 3.
Yeah.
But Alan trying to reel in Muffick, and William behind him as well. Elmo now gaining on Housey as well. And Toxic is reeling Flygema back in again as well, so Arbaz will be worried.
Definitely. I mean, we still have quite a long race ahead of us, and even like that would be very interesting with like the pits and stuff. And also, I almost forgot, track limits could play a very important role, because on a long race with like consistency, endurance factor, and everything, like track penalty can be a thing.
Housey is going way, way wide there.
Ooh, yeah, he's actually seems to have lost some position. It's the second time we see him having trouble on the Mulsanne hairpin. And DK already in the back of Max. He's passing him. Oh, I think Max made a mistake in front because he wasn't that far away. But hippity boppity, DK, the podium is now DK property.
Oh, he's still got to catch up on the Toxic and
Yeah.
Pledger. I mean, he's 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. He's
Yeah.
only P4. I thought he
And
was in P3.
I know when DK watches this back and he'll be like, Tommy's put me down, but it's like it's a big step. I think he can do it, but it's we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. But the way you will handle the pit stop also will be very important on this process.
Definitely. And I don't know how different the strategies will be between the Corvettes and the Porsches.
That's true.
That's something that I should have found out before the start of this route.
Yeah, that can be very different. Yeah, you know, I can make an educated guess and say that probably that the Corvette will handle the tire damage a bit better, but I'm unsure. It's just because the car is more consistent, more easy to drive, um, easier to drive. I guess like it can be a bit less demanding on the tires, but I might be wrong. I've driven both of them around Le Mans. Remember that the Corvette was easier, but I don't remember like which tire, like who was better on tire degradation, who was better on fuel usages. So yeah, don't know really.
Yeah, to be fair. Right, okay. It's looking like it's only going to be one stop, so it should be it coming in around about lap 16, and the race is about 31 laps. So yeah, borderline one stop. So they'll be trying to get as much out of a tank of fuel as possible. So will we see anyone run out of fuel? Just trying to push it just that little bit too much.
That's possible, because like fuel management will probably be a thing. I don't know if we're gonna see anyone lifting in order to make sure they can get into the end. But right now we have a fight between Toxic and Flyligma. Right now,
Oh yes, we do.
Toxic is getting in the inside and made a move down, but I think they were very similarly paced, so we can expect Flyligma to fight back.
That was no concept making a move on Max, but Max not. Oh, he wasn't wanting to let it go, but he did end up just tucking in behind Stefan. But I think if Stefan keeps on doing that, he will be getting a wee track limit warning at the very least. Oh, Flyligma back in front of Toxic.
Yeah, but he's kind of locked up on this one. So they are still side by side, and I think Toxic gonna have the position on this one.
Yep. And again, this is just helping Jack getting further and further ahead.
Yeah, and you know who will be delighted by this? Jack Olivgo, of course, but also DK, because every time they are fighting, they're losing precious amount of time of the red and black Corvettes behind.
Yep. No Glazier's eyes closing up.
And Flyligma managed to get the position back in despite his lockup.
Jack Oliver again sitting at he's a new fastest second sector. And saying that, he's just dropped off a lot of time. I don't know if he's had a wee spin there. Just want to see what sort of time he's going to put in when he crosses the line. Maybe his tyres are going through a bit of a funny period or something like that, because that last lap was a 4:01 compared to his ones that he'd been doing round about the 57. So no signs of any damage. He's not been near anyone to get any damage on his car, to be fair. So I'll just keep an eye on his next lap time and just see if he's got a problem or if he was just letting it kind of cool down, a wee bit of fuel management or something like that.
Yeah, that's both a possibility.
And DK going a little bit faster there as well with a 3:57. He's personal best. Unless he's just doing a bit of fuel management, you know, it could just be that he's just wanting to try and get them to. He's just been pushing a bit too hard and he's just not hitting the right kind of slope because he's looks like he's about a second down. Well, like I said, we'll see how that goes. And he might be a second down, but the guys behind need to catch him up as well. So
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, as we can see, the Corvette in the back of our picture, navigating through the chicane as we speak. He seems to getting a bit closer and closer. I think one lap before he was 50 seconds, so we definitely have something on our hands.
looks like we're going to have a wee fight for 11th as well. Shortly, as we've got Muffick closing up on Elmo, and Drooptex is not far behind, and Naughty and No Concept are trading places at the moment. I think Naughty's going to hold the inside line here. Ooh. Definitely the last of the late breakers there. He got a good drive out there. It looks like he's caught up a little bit on Max in front of him. Oh, and how's he off again?
Oh yeah, that's a big off through there. I don't think he seems to have been carrying just a tiny little damage, but not too bad. And he's definitely gonna be under threat now of Muffick and Droptex.
I think maybe he's just running just too little downforce, and it's just when he's braking, it's just not quite biting as well. Or the back end's just stepping out, and it's
also perhaps switching. Ooh, I think Muffick got touched through there by Droptex, and he's giving back the position. And Elmo also, I think no, sorry, I thought Elmo had gone wide, but
it's just the similar colours.
Quite a lot of position lost around here. But yeah, speaking of Hosey, I think the fact that he changed car, I don't know if it was at the last minute, but maybe he didn't have that much time as he wanted in order to adapt to the new ride. Oh, he made a move on William.
I thought William was going to just keep going there, but thankfully braking. Now, this could be the old commentator's curse here, but I'm amazed that we've not had any penalties for dry or for any of the track limits yet. So
yeah,
we'll
I mean, it might be something more in the end of the race. Ooh, that's
William just.
Here's the situation.
Definitely letting them know that he was there just as they come up into the Porsche curves. And it also means that Drooptex is closed right back up on him as well. Looks like Jack Oliver's back on pace as well a little bit. He's back into the 57s, low 57s. And Drooptex is looking to just try and get a good line. Oof, Toxic and Flyjama side by side. God, it's...
Oh, wow. They're still fighting each other, and DK will be delighted with that. As we can see him appearing in the back of the picture. And now, as they are getting into the first chicane, both looking up just a little. Flyjama still don't get up. settled up to the front. Ooh, yeah, it's
It was
definitely
about a
gonna.
bump draft on there.
We can see them just a bit side by side again on the braking. Toxic have the upper hands. Ooh, nearly touch. But it's now over. I think Ligma gonna have just a tiny better exit. But oh yeah, I think they are pretty even on the on top speed. He's gaining a little. He's gaining. Is he gonna try something? That's gonna be a late launch if he do. He's getting quite a lot now, getting side by side into the hairpin as they all get into hit. He's in front by the apex, and the move is done. But Toxic is gonna fight back.
100%. He's going to. They're so evenly matched that they're able to use the slipstream and just be able to get by each other. And just while that's going on, Max and Stefan, no concept, behind their trading positions again. Oh, God. If Toxic keeps that inside line, it should be alright. But oh, Flyjama going so wide. Using as much track as he can to just stay ahead of Toxic.
They're still fighting. Now again, side by side, Toxic is gonna be on the outside of the first S's. Oh, he's risking it on the outside. Brilliant move! Wow,
Great stuff. What a fight.
I'm amazed. That was something to put out on around the outside of first Porsche
Houses
curve.
off again at Indianapolis. Oh, there we go, Jack in it with a 56. Now, as good as this fight is, it is definitely costing them time. Look how much DK is catching up with them.
Yeah, definitely. We're probably gonna see him appearing on the back of our screen now. Yeah, he's.
And with that as well, like Jack was put in the fastest lap of the race with a 56 flat, a 356 flat, and again, it's just fighting at the wrong times. But they'll know. I mean, they can't speak to each other. They can't hand signal each other. Well, they can pretend to. I mean, that's the joys of sim racing. Flip somebody the bird as you go by, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's still a long, long way to go. 10 laps in, an hour 20 to go. If they're as close as this when DK comes up to them, then that's just going to be carnage. And you can see how much DK's caught up with them.
Yeah, he's gonna be very happy to have like both of them in the same place at the same time. So if he passes one, he probably gonna pass the second one as well.
Rector Normacher is all the way back down in 18, so I don't know quite what's happened to them. But hopefully they'll be able to get a better drive. Alan's doing really well. He's started at the back, didn't set a time for qualifying. He's up in the 10th. And DK how got caught up in an incident on the first lap, and he's been kind of fighting his way back up. He's in the 7th. Up ahead, Max and No Concept fighting again. And Max taking the lead. Oh, God. Off. Just at the start of Mulsanne there. It looks like Stefan's going to go round the outside, getting a little bit of a squeeze. He's got the legs. Looks like Stefan's maybe just got them. Oh,
Quite wide for an concept food there.
I think it was just being gentlemanly. Holding the door open for them. So I wonder if Flygema and Toxic have realised that their fighting is allowing DK to catch up, because they kind of are sitting back a wee bit. And DK's sitting around about 7 seconds behind them at the moment. Things look not too bad. The guys and girls putting on a good show for us today.
Definitely.
So we'll be thinking just over the hour mark, we should be seeing some of our first pit stops. Oh, Boz! Right to Nolka. Oh.
Yeah, they're fighting behind.
Yeah, Boz had a big lock-up, big spin there.
Also, Naughty Dragon and Dehi seems to be fighting at the same time behind. And DK is still catching up with Flying Enigma.
Slowly reeling them in, yeah. And DK's pace is on par with Jack's at the moment. So 6.5 seconds behind first place.
We have a little fight between Non-Concept and Dehi. Both of the Corvettes.
Looks like it's going to be Naughty Dragon involved in that nonsense as well.
Yes. If they can catch up.
Oh, spinning off at the start of the Mogsan again. Must just be getting a bit too aggressive around those curbs.
We can see look at how many lockups we have on the Mulsanne hairpin. Like how many people have were like taken out of guard by the brakes, because we know those GTE have very complicated brakes to deal with.
All the tyres will be like 50 pence pieces.
By the way, true question, as we see Dehi going alongside Naughty Dragon.
Oh, Naughty Dragon just slipping by there. I don't know if there's maybe been a bit of a off track to get him. He looks pretty speedy through there. So what were we going to say, Adrian?
Yeah, I was. Whoa, we still have a fight though. But do you think? Weird question about racing in general, but do you think that driver heads, like erase the talent? Like, do you think because like those cars doesn't have ABS, where most of the GT cars have? So like, do you think not having assists is a way to show who is the better driver, or do you think it's a completely different kind of thing?
That's a good question. I don't actually. I think if there's an assists, then it's going to help. But then if everyone's got them and they're equal, then it's still down to the driver.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But you know, I think it's even like the Formula One thing. Like when I was listening to the thing when they were talking about how they use the steering wheel and they can every corner they're changing the diff power and the braking, and so you can kind of argue that every time they're changing something on the car, then that could be assisting them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's like, should you get rid of that from Formula One? Should you just should there not be any changes allowed to the car once it's kind of ready to go? Because they're just like, I mean, it's the pinnacle of technology, but everything's so sophisticated. And I think you're kind of beyond that. That's Fleischmann just managed to get up into second place in front of Toxic, just as they're coming up to the first chicane on the Mulsanne.
Yeah, and look how close DK is now of the two drivers on the podium. But yeah, I definitely feel you about it. It's definitely like if anyone have the same assist, then is it really an advantage? But the thing is, what is cool though is that it's making the car more accessible for everyone, which is the point of GT. Like the goal of a GT car is that pretty much everyone can drive them without being a serious threat for everyone, and most importantly the guy in the seat. But yeah, I definitely understand what you mean by having so much possibility of tuning in the car, and the limit between assist and just tunability is getting very, very blurry. So yeah, I definitely feel what you mean. Well,
you can also argue that it could make it a bit more dangerous as well, because if you've got somebody who's relying on those assists, that if something does fail in the car, like if a sensor goes down and they continue to race as hard as they have been, then they've not got the ability to control it. So it's one of those ones where, and again, like I think you look at the fitness levels of most of the open wheeled drivers, like if you get anyone kind of jumping into a GTE car, if they have a big accident, they're less likely to walk away from it than like somebody who's a hell of a lot fitter. Then, I mean, I could be completely wrong in that aspect of things, but you know, speaking of which, like I don't know if there's anyone in chat that's actually listening and not racing at the moment. If anyone's seen the video of the Cybertruck in the crash test, where it there was no crumple zones in it at all, and it's insane. Like it did the front impact and it shattered the rear suspension because there was nowhere else for the energy to go apart from, obviously, if you're inside, your insides are going to go like everywhere. It's horrible. And I don't understand why anyone would want to buy that at all. Oh, first pit stop.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. Shahu.
Yeah,
they've just left.
But yeah, I definitely understand what you mean about all that. And on top of that, I think that like I can understand that driving yard is less, how I say this, make the cars less spectacular, because I can understand that it's good. it's good looking to have like drivers locking up and oversteering and everything, but I don't think like I don't think it's killing the um, the competition either, because of course they are not locking up, of course they are not going like sideways and everything, but we still have like we still see people outbraking themselves, we still see people doing crazy things with the cars and everything. So yeah, I think that's a very profound debate, but I don't think like that assist like is a bad thing for racing in general, in terms of drivers and in terms of spectacles as well. So yeah, but speaking of the Cybertruck, I mean I don't like the Cybertruck. I don't think it's even like a good car or anything. And for me, it's more like it's more of a malarkey than a real like offer. But I mean, of course, for Europe, it's totally irrelevant, and I don't think they will even be like able to sell it in Europe, because I've read that the thing is so it's so heavy that basically you need in France at least you need to have a truck license to drive it. But on the other hand, I mean, I can understand that some people with money and everything can want like a vehicle that look like straight up of the future, but like not the proper future, because no one can really say and tell how future car will look. But at least you look at the thing, it's definitely looking unusual, and like it's fitting the idea of the future of the moment, you know. But at the same time, I can see the vehicle to be like very impractical and not really good. But I think people buying the Cybertruck doesn't really buy a vehicle; they buy more like an image, an idea, and a concept, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's that's funny, because a lot of people say that the Cybertruck is looking very futuristic and thing, and that's probably how the vehicle will look in the future. But like, yeah, I mean, it's really looking like a vision of the future we have at the moment, which will not be the same one as we will have in when we will be in the future. I don't know if you saw about it a bit, but the whole design of Fudiger Aero, which is like the design trend we had during 2000s, which is very connected to if you remember how Windows 7 and Windows Vista looked, you know, with all of those glasses, textures, blue colors.
Oh my god, sorry, I didn't realise that Toxic had spun off at the post curves.
Did he? Oh yeah, you're right.
I just had
did
to
we
go
miss
back
that?
and look at the stream. You caught it on the stream, and Dicky managed to get up into third position.
Oh wow.
So that was about sort of 3 minutes ago or so. So I apologise for not catching that on the stream. We're too busy talking rubbish. But,
Yeah.
God, well done, DK, for getting up into the top three. But good going, bud.
Oh my god.
But just a slight spin from Toxic. He's back going again now. And maybe these Porsches, just the tyres just starting to get a little bit chewed up on them.
Yeah, and
everybody on mediums at the moment, so
I wasn't expecting Toxic to have this kind of problem, because as we saw during earlier races, it's kind of the tire whisper of that field. So, mistakes.
That's it. And at the moment, Jack Oliver just a second off his normal laps. Should put him into the the 358s, and around about the same sort of pace as DK as well. So we'll see if he's still pulling out on the Flyjama as well, but DK is catching up on Flyjama, so yeah, will he be in front of him before the pit stop?
Yeah, let's take
I don't know what sorry, quick one. I don't know what the time cycle is for this. Are they going to be finishing at night?
I mean, it's definitely we definitely are going to have.
It's definitely getting darker.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say let's take a moment to appreciate how beautiful the game looks. I'm just gonna lower just a tiny bit the volume of the game, so we are sure we can hear you properly. There we go.
It's nice to know that Patrice's watching the stream.
Alright, let's get back with Jack Oliver. Yeah, it's definitely getting very dark. I'm quite sure we're gonna have maybe not night, but something close to it by the end of the race.
It's going to be... Well, at least you'll be able to see DK's car from quite far away.
Yeah.
That's Housey in the pits, and Boz as well. So it's not that long a pit stop. I don't know if they're changing cars. Wow, the pit crew for the pit crew for Boz's team. I mean, that is something else. The pit stop's not too. Oh, Muffick has had DNF'd.
Oh, you're right.
Looks like a connection issue there. Just as I clicked on some there, he was flying through the air.
Oh, and Jack Oliver is getting into the pits, and he caught a bit the pit chicane. Oh, we need to make sure that he's not speeding through the pits. All right.
He's been caught out with that as well. So Muffick
leader
has rejoined.
And I think Fly Lima will retake the lead.
Setting DK is staying out as well. But he's already off. That's not a lot of time for the pit stop, to be fair.
No, it's actually quite fast, but it wasn't enough to keep his lead. Jack Oliver is now in P4. He had such a lead though, so it's understandable that he has lost. Oh, someone was very slow through there. I think it was a blue flag. Yeah, it was a blue flag. Sorry. But yeah, he had quite the lead, and he's still only in P3 after pitting. So
yeah, and might need to. Just with it coming into the night section, I think some drivers will need to put on their lights.
as we are the we had a we have a warning for turning out the red lights. The thing is,
That was me.
I don't know. I don't even had the opportunity to turn it on. So perhaps is the thing.
Yeah, you'll get DSQ'd.
Oh, it's okay. I can deal with that. But yeah, we have proper night time then. Hooray!
How's he after his pit stop? He's back up. Naughty and Max still fighting. Will Flyjama and DK make a stop now, or will they push on for another lap? Jack is already catching up onto the back of DK. It's not really his fight just now, and you know, he's a full pit stop ahead of them.
Alright, on board with DK. Is he gonna pit? Yes, he is.
Yes.
And he's getting very close of Fly Lingma on this one by being a bit. I think he was a bit more brave on the chicane. It's definitely gonna be a good thing for him.
I wonder if he'll take the chance to get the repairs done on his vehicle. God, his vehicle. God, it sounds like I'm at work.
I don't think so. I don't think it will be of a possibility. But let's stay in his head for a moment. See if he can jump Fly Lingma on the pit.
There he is. He's already ahead of him. It's fine. I don't know what's going to be quicker, the Corvette or the Porsche. Oh, Porsche by far.
Yeah, he's already off. Oh, he's not far though, and I think he have fixed his damages.
Oh, right, okay, interesting. We'll see if that makes a difference.
It will definitely make a difference in his head, for sure. He will definitely have a bit more confidence on the car now that he's not damaged.
It's not, he's just leaving the pits as well, followed closely by Dihe and Max as well. So, yeah, things looking nicely set up for the second half of the race. And just with a bit of, as the race goes on, this is a bit of time where it is only 2 hours compared to what a lot of the guys are used to doing, where they're like doing mega endurance sort of races, but fatigue can kind of set in and it can make just that little bit of a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if Alan's had his stop yet. Let's have a look.
All right. So we have passed the halfway mark quite comfortably. Now, here is the current dynamics of the race. Jack Oliver is still leading by quite a comfortable margin. He have served his pit stop as have Failing My DK. He is trying now to catch up the Polish driver, which he's managed to do quite well so far. He had a bit of a slower pit stop due to damages, but now that his damages are repaired, as he was a bit faster before then, he should be having some sort of a pace advantages on the driver sitting in P2. Behind Toxic, I don't think he's catching up by any means, but he definitely served its pit stop. And the rest of the field is quite far away. As we can see, the Dragon is 21 seconds.
DK is flying.
Yes, he's definitely pushing on this one. He won the position. Ooh, those lights are bright.
Fajima just a little bit quicker through the final couple of corners there. They'll be looking to just try and not get tangled up in a battle here. They'll be just looking to try and get back on it and try and just close that gap down to first place, but I think that's a huge ask. Jack Oliver's sponsors will not be happy at this.
Yeah, let's follow him a bit. By the way, DK, wait, no, we can't. DK is way closer than I thought he was.
Oh, that's what I was meaning. I was just saying that the sponsors wouldn't be happy.
Never mind.
That Porsche is so quick. Oh no, looks like Alan's had an off. Just at the end of the Porsche curves there. I see what you mean about the leaderboard switching itself around quite a bit.
He's getting very close, DK, on those ones. He's definitely having some sort of a pace advantages, I can see here.
It's definitely parts of the track that Corvette is absolutely ripping, but I'm really surprised at the Porsche and the high speed side of things.
Yeah. I expected the Corvette to be a bit more faster and have a bit more breathing on the straight, but turns out no. The thing the Corvette do have is consistency, though. The car seems to be planted against the Porsche that is very tail-happy and seems to be very difficult to drive. By the way, I can see something that is quite funny. Of course, you notice that the light of that Corvette of DK is red, but the lights, they are like the lights in front of him are yellow, or at least white.
Yes, he's not updated the thing, but it's fine. It's fine. It's probably just as well it's not red, because that would be somewhat off-putting.
Yeah, I can see it being very like for your eyes, not very good for your eyes. Getting very yeah.
Is that a Corvette coming backwards towards me at 180 miles an hour?
I don't know, but Flyligma is definitely gonna question it very soon, looking at his mirrors. Oh, that's a interesting POV.
Flagima's trying to just eke as much of. Oh, and Dickey taking a huge bounce over the curb there.
Yep.
That'll cost them.
Definitely lose some times.
It's amazing how much time it's actually cost them there.
Yeah.
Just that one little bump cost them about half a second. But he's still pointing in the right direction, so he'll be quite happy.
I think behind we have another fight. Yeah. Naughty Dragon seems to have gone off, and they have gone off. Something is happening through there.
Oof, and Max is all over the back of Naughty there as well. Pushing Naughty to the outside, but Naughty will have the inside coming up to the chicane.
Yeah, we have a proper fight through there. Oh, and DK and Flaligma are fighting. Something might have happened. Flaligma must have done a mistake because now he have DK on his inside. Oh, but he's hanging on. He's hanging on for that P2. He doesn't want to give it back. They are still side by side through the second straight. Okay, this is the moment we're gonna see which of those cars have the biggest breeze.
Yeah, I think it's Flagima's definitely has got the chops. Max
on the
is taking
inside
a
as
position
well.
from Naughty as well. There's hardly anything between them.
They get into the braking zone. Flaligma in front, DK just behind. Oh, but Flaligma made a mistake. He made a mistake. He gone off, and he had to put in the position to DK. But as DK had to go wide as well, he had a very bad exit, and now Flaligma might have a new opportunity to pass into the Mulsanne hairpin. On board now. Is he gonna try it? No, he's not. Oh, he may have thought about it. Oh, a bit of a lockup. Nearly connected the back of that Corvette in here. But I think DK had his move done.
He might get a run on up down in Indianapolis though. It's going to be pretty tight.
You're actually right. The speed trim is quite effective through there, and we can see now Flaligma is gaining centimeter per centimeter on DK. He's probably gonna move a bit, making sure DK knows he's here, but not trying anything too dangerous. Oh yeah, he's sliding quite a lot. I think Flaligma had some problems earlier on the lap with his tires or something. We definitely see a Porsche in difficulty through there, as I think DK managed to clear the Polish driver. Behind, Max Mas still following Naughty Dragon. Is getting on the inside, going on between Indianapolis now. Not trying anything. Very hard place to overtake on. He makes sure he's not collecting the back of that Porsche, but I think he have the pace, he have the beef in order to pass that Scuderia Glickenhaus Porsche. Look at how stable the car is through the S's.
Yeah, well, Flagima's pulling back on DK as well, closing that gap down as well. So this could be a good fight to the end. Flyjamal just losing a bit of time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Something happened. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Ooh, that
he's
looks
getting
like
steered.
very bad lag. That's not looking good for Fly Ligma. Yeah, he seems to be back.
Ah, he's back. He's back. But he's showing a really high ping at the moment.
Ooh, maybe a teleconnection problem. I hope DK won't be affected by this.
Well, it might be if he gets close to him, that's worry. But fingers crossed that doesn't happen. It'll stabilise before that. However, more than that nonsense going on, Max and Naughty Dragon are trading positions again.
The sun is down, but the race is up between Max and Naughty Dragon. As Max just got in front of him before the braking zone, but I don't think it's over yet. Into the braking zone now. Naughty Dragon squeezing the Corvettes. Oh,
I tell you what,
they are very, very close. He's flashing his light, but I don't think it will be enough. Naughty Dragon doesn't want to concede the position. He wants to keep in there. It's moving off. Trying to get alongside Naughty Dragon as they will reach the second braking zone of that long straight. I think he's ahead now. He can't close the door though. And I think Naughty Dragon outbraked itself.
That's a line.
Yeah, he had to take the escape road through the through the walls. Re-emerging, of course.
Tire saving. He's not doing the corners.
I wonder if he's getting a penalty for this one, a track cut, because it was significantly slower as we can see now.
Well, that's Flyjamal's connection. Looks like it's nice and stable again. So fingers crossed, we'll be all right till the end of the race.
Looks like Naughty Dragon is really struggling with his tire at the moment. Has he made?
Has he made a mistake? No, had them changed.
Yeah, again, he made a mistake while going onto the Mulsanne hairpin, and now he completely fell out of a sight of the two Corvettes in front of him. Yeah, looking up here and there, definitely having showing again that those brakes can be very tricky to manipulate.
DK having a bit of a tricky time through the last couple of corners.
You're right, and Fly Ligma is once again very close indeed.
Naughty and DH trading positions as well.
Oh wow, we have some lags. Hold on, what is happening? My game just dropped 2 FPS. Oh, hold on.
Hopefully it'll stabilise. It's looking fine on my side of things.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and Code just got a drive-through for cutting. So this is the first time we have a drive-through, and I think it's his second penalty of the race because a bit earlier he had a jump start. So, is it the moment where we're gonna start to have some driver flinching and starting to get into penalties?
Not
for
yet,
track
Max.
quitting?
Side by side through the chicane.
Oh yeah, we have a little fight going over there between Dehi.
Oh, and Cod's had a big spin. Where's that? That looks like it is. Is that Indianapolis? Yes. Yes, it is. And his Porsche is looking pretty banged up. Ain't no warranty on that one now. And Flyjama is
Is he getting
so
on the inside?
close.
No, he's not. Very, very complicated to pass through there. The only way you can pass through this corner without taking massive amount of risk is to scare your opponent into a mistake. But I don't think this kind of technique works often with DK.
Oh, Dicky has ice in his veins. So things looking relatively steady. There's still Max and DH kind of side by side again. Don't know if they're going to trade. Oh, they have, because Max has gone ahead of D8 as they come into Indianapolis. And Max looks like he had a massive launch there. He's not too far off the back of Naughty there, and Muffet, who had the disconnect and just came back.
Oh, DK might have made a mistake because Fleling might have passed him.
Flyling around the outside.
Something have happened definitely through there for DK.
He's just not been taking the last couple of curves that well. The Corvette just seems to kind of bounce up on them. Oh, right to Nomika, had a spin just at the start of the Mulsanne. Off going again. Jack's just having a nice easy time.
As we can see also the brakes smoking hot. Oh, I think we have a fight. We have a fight on our hands. DK trying to get back the position he lost by the start of the lap. And ooh, look at the speed advantages they have. Oh, I thought DK was way faster than that because now.
Oh no! Naughty Dragons had a big spin as well. Just at the end, just at the first corner by the looks of it.
It looks like this as well, but the fight between Flyligma and DK isn't over yet.
Not at all. That Porsche is rapid, so I expect it'll be all over and up the side of DK very shortly.
He's getting moved on. Bit of lock up, but managed to keep it pointing in the right direction and in front of DK.
That's it. It looks like Elmo's had a bit of an off as well. Just again, same place as a Naughty at the kind of first and second or first chicane.
Oh, they're still fighting into the hairpin.
It's amazing because it looks like that Corvette should absolutely blast by him, but it just gets alongside and just kind of stops.
Yeah, you're right.
I think Flyjammer must be running like negative downforce or something like that. I tell you what, DK got a great drive out there, but that's just not enough. Oh, Dicky making a move.
Is he trying to go around the outside? We saw it was
my
possible. They
contact.
They touched a bit. I think DK has gone a bit on the gravels.
He's managed to keep it facing the right way again, so fingers crossed it will not affect them too much.
As the owner of Abbas Motorsports just asked his driver Ligma to drive faster, someone giving him a call.
Oh, it's definitely worked.
Yeah.
And we're all tired here. It's been a long race.
Yeah, and we're still
Just
not
about
done.
Yeah, just about 30 minutes to go. Plus whatever time's left of the lap that they're on as well. So we'll see how that all works out for them. It looks like Jack's going to be coming up to another one of the back markers. He's actually probably going to be coming up to Shaihu very shortly. He'll probably come up to a couple of packs of cars as well, because he's pretty damn quick. DK now again on the back of Flyjama as they come down into the first chicane. A lot more respectful there. I think Flyjama will be able to just tuck in and be able to get that, get back again. And there he is. Oh, Shaihu having a bit of a spin by the looks of it. Yes. Indianapolis again. Seems to be catching quite a lot of the drivers out.
Yeah, the braking zone here very, very tricky because the first kink can unsettle the car, and then you have to make sure that you don't spin through the braking zone, and the car is perfectly balanced at this moment, which is very tricky to do.
Also, the end of the Mulsanne seems to be catching out some of the ones that are running less downforce. We'll see if Flyjama and DK will be able to get round Indianapolis without any incident. Nice and tidy. Wait a minute. Is that Toxic? Just starting to snatch onto the back of DK as well.
It is! It is!
There we go. Great stuff.
Someone that definitely is starting to take advantages of the pair of drivers fighting in front of him.
Come on, Jack, just slow down. Join into this. So, from Arbaz Motorsport, it turns out that Flyjama's so quick because he's got his forklift driver's license. So there you go, all that rear steer coming into good effect. DK a bit neater through the last section that time. Well, at least we're this far in, and there's still battles for position for the podium.
Yeah.
Maybe not first. I think first could be sewn up, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's DK making a move on Flyjama there. I think again he's going to lose it going back into the second chicane. Just the slipstream being that strong. But I would also be quite worried about Toxic. Because he will be just looking for any opportunity. But at the same time, he's probably just wanting to hold back a wee bit. Now, who is that in front? Is that's Retonomica, who is in front with the pack coming up close. Hopefully won't affect them too much. Oh, and it looks like Elmo's had a wee... Oh, Elmo's had a big spin at the start of the Mulsanne. Oh, and DK pushing up the inside into Indianapolis. Oh, and Retonomica's spun. I think just trying to avoid everyone there. They kind of jumped into the gravel.
Looks like yeah, there was some minor mistake with the position here.
DK round the outside in the Porsche curves.
Ooh, they're fighting.
So close! It's pushed Flyjama wide. It's allowed Toxic through. Oh my goodness!
We're having some proper
And
racing.
Toxic is also pushing up onto DK as well, and he's through.
Wow, Toxic in just a couple of corners go from P4 to P2. Oh, he's having a drive-through.
Drive-through for cutting.
Oh no! What a shame after such good battle and such optimistic move.
He'll be raging at himself. Oh no!
Oh, there's no way. You know what he can do though is he can pass them like now and try to build a gap, but that's a hard project to do.
Still 23 minutes to go. Anything could happen at this point. I think he's still going to come out in 4th place because, or around about 4th place, just for the time it takes to get through the pit lane.
Yeah, you're right.
But, I don't even know what bit that he cut, to be honest. It must have been through the Porsche curves. Or maybe just at the end. But he's already, again, all over the back of Fajima. I don't know if he'll make a pass, but... Oh, that is so unlucky. God, return at the pits there. I don't think he's had a particularly good afternoon. I think it's just a bit hard to see with the no light there. Oh. That's just the leaderboard doing silly leaderboard things with jumping toxic up into second. It's just so hard to try and like build a gap because it's like again the slipstream's just so strong.
Yeah. Oh, we have him move. We have him move. Trailing Maggie on the inside. We are just in the right place to see that. Oh, Trailing Maggie getting in the inside.
Dicky trying to get the drive out the corner. I think he might get it, you know. That's going to be tough to try and get. It's going to give him the inside line into the first of the Porsche curves.
Once again, very tight.
Porsche is so quick.
Oh, that's going to be tight again. But they managed to navigate it quite effectively, but now it's toxic having a sniff of the rear of that Corvette.
Does he take his drive through now, or does he stay out for another lap?
Yeah, he's taking his drive through now. No risks.
And we'll see where it comes out because, like, again, it's one of those ones where if somebody else gets one, then it'd be handy to know time-wise because I think it's around about 20 seconds that they'll probably lose. Yeah, there you go. There's around about 20 seconds to lose, so yeah. I think you would have to do something really, really bad to get a sort of stop and go or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like I'm disappointed at that. I am a little bit.
Alright, last 20 minutes of racing. And the fight between Flyligma and DK is continuing.
think these guys will be swapping positions right till the very end.
Yeah, there's gonna be a very interesting couple of laps. We should be on the last 4 laps though, so occasion will start to get thin if any of those drivers want to secure P2. DK getting on the outside here. He's definitely gonna try to get a better exit than his main rival.
Definitely got the drive at the corner there as they're alongside again.
It's a drag race to Indianapolis now.
And that Porsche just isn't going anywhere.
Into the braking zone, very tight again. Flyling still on the inside and keeping DK behind for at least one couple of corners. But now we're gonna head up to the Porsche curves, and we saw that DK is no stranger to going side by side on those curves. So is he gonna try to get alongside him on the outside? Perhaps, yes. He's moving out. He's on the outside now. Can he make the move down? He's skipping the outside, and he's done it. He's done it. He passes Flying once again. They tried a position, but I don't think that's over. I don't think that's over whatsoever.
It might make it a little bit hard for Flyjima to try and keep through there because there might be a bit of wash as he's going through, but
it's true, but we saw that this Porsche is quite good on the straight, so now DK have passed him before basically all the big straights, so it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you to keep that Porsche behind.
I think you might see a pass before the first corner.
No, he's a bit too far away. That would be a late launch, but yeah, still possible. Yeah, possible, but completely out of the reasonable. So, Flying behind DK. He's gonna set up probably his move for the chicanes on the Hunaudière straight.
DK just trying to use as much of the track as he can, hoping that Flyjima is going to just stay behind. Oh, it's actually pulling away from him for. Oh no, not anymore.
You're right, but is that Flying is actually way further than I thought he was.
He's just nibbling away at him there. Again, just taking a little bit of time out of DK again. Not sure if DK is Max Verstappen on an alternative account.
I mean, you know what they say, that we never saw DK and Max Verstappen on the same room at the same time. And for some reason, he's going very silent during race weekend, so that is a possibility. Message is retracted. We saw that.
There are quite a gaps forming between most of the drivers. Still the battle for second position at the moment. Fleischer behind DK, but they have been swapping places for most of the race. Now as Fleischer again goes side by side with DK. So coming back in Indianapolis.
Oh, he backed off at the last moment.
Just conceding, I think, just looking to try and get the tidier line. I think they'll probably already be thinking about where they're positioned for the last lap and where they should be on the track. Because
well, here's what I think. They're probably gonna try, like they're probably gonna trade one position before the last lap, and on the last lap, DK will pass Fly Ligma will pass DK on the Unodia straights. They're gonna fight, and then DK gonna take back the position in this very place on the S's. And perhaps, if this happens, we're gonna have a late launch from Fly Ligma on the last chicanes, because trust me, none of them want to finish P3.
Not in the slightest. It's just setting up quite nicely for the end.
Yeah, and also they're catching up Buzz in front. I think that's pretty interesting, because the way they're gonna manage the traffic is very important.
Well, that's it. If you get boxed in behind like somebody as well, then you're going to lose so much time. And it's not so much just the single person that they're coming up to. It's if they get to a group of drivers. But I think at this point I don't think they will, because it's really Boz, then who's 14th Housey. They would really have to get up to like 12th position to really be a problem.
Yeah.
Now, William has had a big spin at Indianapolis, and he's got a group of cars. He's got Elmo, Druptex, and Alan coming up to him, but thankfully he's going again before they've managed to get near them. Yeah. Oof. It's looking good.
Definitely. Looks like Fly Ligma is having a bit of breathing room now, for some reason. I mean, don't get me wrong, DK isn't far away, and it definitely can feel it breathe on his neck, but it's a bit, just a bit further than usual. Oh, hello, Stephen. Good evening. Just saw Stephen on the chat. Hope you're doing well.
Good to see you watching the stream, Stephen.
The official charge mascot is here.
#1 admin.
Stephen, our most active, inactive member, because very active, haven't touched a wheel in quite a while now.
Oh, Elmo and Druptex changing position there.
Yeah, because Elmo seems to have some troubles.
He seems to have spun there a couple of times just at the kind of complex after turn 1, turn 2. DK nearly a second off the back of Flyjamat. Unless he's consolidated, or is he just fooling him, luring him into a false sense of security?
I don't know, maybe like tire degradation also will start to play a role now, and maybe some driver will start to figure out that this fuel gauge is way lower than it should be.
Oh yeah, I mean, that would definitely spice things up. They should be alright though if they've stopped with 15 laps. Oh, mind you, in saying that, it might be a bit tight for some. But it was kind of 57 minutes, so they should be alright. Should be fine. If they took a full tank. But some of these drivers do like to run close to the wire, so we'll see. The time is coming down though, under half a second between DK and Fleischmann out. And DK slightly faster lap. I don't think any of these Arbaz boys will have any fingernails left. DK will probably not be wanting to get too close round here because he'll be wanting to try and get as good a drive through here as possible. I think he's got it.
Yeah, he's very close, and now he's side by side with Fly Ligma. We have another act of the fight between the pair of drivers here. This time is DK on the inside of the first chicane. Drag race to the turns, to the braking zone. Hitting it now. Oh, Fly Ligma getting in the... squeezing a bit DK, but it's not enough.
He's going to have him. He's going to have him here because that Porsche's just got so much more straight line speed.
Yes, we can see it. Porsche is getting in, getting closer, is getting next, side by side.
Sometimes I think just with carrying that extra speed, it's so easy to just miss that braking zone.
Yeah, but not this time.
And then we'll see DK's right onto the back of him, and maybe went a bit deep there because DK's hot to trot again.
But he's catching up still, smelling the gas of this Porsche.
Almost had another spin.
Getting on the outside though this time. The move will be done by the outside in the braking zone. Very tricky not to lock up through there. Little lock up for DK, but not over yet because he had a better exit. He's definitely had a better exit as his rival. Now, on the run down to Daytona, up to the gears. DK smelling the back of this Porsche. Getting on the outside. Ooh, very, very slightly indeed. Maybe just a little understatement between both driver. Are they gonna get into the most complicated braking zone here?
Nice hold.
DK on the inside, and he's pulled it. He's nearly pulled it. He did pull it on the inside of Indianapolis, and I'm struggling finding the words. I can't understand, if I'm tired now, how those drivers must feel.
Wow. This is incredible racing from them. I think DK just rather than being the chess master, more the ice hockey Czech.
It's not finished. Now Fly Ligma is on the inside on the Porsche curve. He's getting it. Can DK hold on?
Better line.
He's holding on. But Fly Ligma got the move done on the S's. This race isn't over.
This has been unbelievable just as they're coming up towards the end of the lap.
Yeah, by the looks of it, we're gonna have still 2 laps before the end of the race. Two laps and way too many occasions for both of them to swap places. I mean, way too many. Many occasions.
That was DK getting a drive-through penalty there, which is really, really unfortunate. He's been practicing a lot through the week and he's had decent racing chops. I said a bit unlucky with the first lap. I think he's had a good season.
All right, about to get with DK. He's gaining on the Porsche. Probably had better exits. Ooh, I think we see some lags through there. We see the Porsche remembering a bit. Is he gonna try something? He's not as close as he would have wanted to. It will be a late launch if he do. He's getting alongside it. Can he brake later enough on the inside? Yes, he can. He made a move, and I think... Oh, I thought for a second that the Porsche had disappeared in the distance, but no. DK sending it on the inside, on the braking's way more confident than Flying Ligma. I was about to say Dehi because it's appearing on my screen. But Flying Ligma doesn't seem to be able to catch up on this one.
Maybe he's just having to take a wee break, but he's catching up again. Maybe he's wanting to try and get in front of him for Indianapolis, so that he's in front for the Porsche curves. But there's still another lap. I think at this point, I think I would rather be behind, you know?
That's true, that's definitely way less pressure.
Yeah. But
I mean,
unless he can pull a gap, that's the thing. If he can get like up to a second gap, but then it's on a knife edge.
Oh, I think they touch here, haven't they? Probably just a little tap.
I think you might be seeing some lag, possibly.
Oh no, they were just very close. They didn't touch.
Yeah.
Perhaps Fly Ligma will be trying to stay behind. You see that every time they're getting in here, into the S's and into Indianapolis, he have troubles keeping DK behind. So perhaps he's saving the moves for the end of the next lap, because the only moment he wants to be in front is not now. Is now in two corners. It's when they crossing the finish line. So yeah, maybe he's trying to play a little game in his mind, thinking where he need to pass and where he's
it's not just that. If you're catching a slower car in a stinking section like what they're coming up to now, then that could slow you right down.
Yeah.
And it's more than likely going to slow down the car in front than the second, so we'll see how this transpires.
Yeah, but here's the deal. He see that he have better top speed, so basically losing a bit of time on the S's isn't that much of a problem, because he can still catch up a bit during the straights. Perhaps he's gonna try to catch up on the straights and make his move on the S's, where he know that there is less opportunity afters to pass. But as I say that, he seems to have made some sort of a little mistake, and I don't think he wanted to drop that much behind.
Oh, it's still not over yet. That Porsche is so quick, and Flyjima has been driving so well.
Oh no, I thought the car in front was DK, but we see DK sliding a bit around here as we are now on the final lap.
Oof, this is nerve-wracking.
Ooh, DK extending the track as much as he can.
Oh, and who spun there? Shahu getting out the way off second and third. I don't think anyone was expecting that.
By the looks of it, it looks like DK might have cleared Fly Ligma on this one.
I would not feel safe if I was DK being even over a second in front of a Flyjima, because there is such a chance that he could do it. I'm just looking at the comment from Arbaz, the old strategic dive bomb. To be fair, from that gap, it's probably from Spain the dive bomb would have to come. Oh man, DK's had an absolutely fantastic drive as well. Starting from the back, not setting a time, getting up into second place. Fair play to him. Great stuff. Absolutely brilliant. And Flijema having such great battles with him. It's been awesome. Like I said, still, like just one little missed corner would be enough for Flijema to just get right onto the back of DK. We will have to cut away from this to watch Jack crossing over the finish line, which will be happening very shortly.
Yeah, as he now entering the last sector.
As he's just coming through the Porsche curves at the moment. But, yeah, oh, this has been great stuff. 2 hours of racing and still a battle going on. So, for a podium, not just for, like, 15.
So, ooh, you saw that? You saw that little slide through there for Jack Oliver?
No, I'm still watching DK and Flijema, but is he showboating or was it a mistake?
It was nearly, I think it was just in the limit of both of them. But whatever was it, Jack Oliver is getting into the last chicane to win the final of the GTE Championship. Jack Oliver wins at Le Mans after 2 hours races. And while is he celebrating, we're gonna switch back to what's happening behind between DK and Fly Enigma. Can DK keep Fly Enigma behind? By the looks of it, it's definitely possible.
I wouldn't be resting if I was DK, which he isn't. He's still pressing on, but just see what happens just through the last Porsche curves.
Perfectly planted, perfectly controlled, and now Fly Enigma will be pushed back to the miracle if you want to get that P2, because by the looks of it, DK now entering the last braking zone is gonna get P2. The man who started in the back, who fight his way through the field, is now roaring into P2, and Fly Enigma behind him, finishing the podium.
DK again, cracking drive from him to come from second place, and amazing fighting with Flijema. Flijema, like, honestly, an absolute credit to Arbaz. Great driving from both of them there, and Toxic so unlucky with the drive-through penalty. I think he would have been up there as well for the battle. Fantastic stuff, brilliant stuff from the top driver, and Jack obviously winning by that much. Incredible stuff. It's just a shame we didn't see so much. You didn't have anyone fighting you today.
Yeah, he was on a class of his own for sure.
No, you can't take his forklift license away from him.
I'll say that's a bit cruel, but yeah.
Oh, brilliant stuff. Still got drivers out on track at the moment. Housey and Elmo trading positions just further back for 13th position. It looks like next across the line will be No Concept.
You're right, with Dehi quite close behind. And I'm sure that Dehi would have wanted to have the race a bit longer, but sadly I think 2 hours is enough. No Concept is closing the line in P7, followed by Dehi behind.
I think Dehi will be a bit disappointed with the race today, but he's driving well. He's just unlucky with the.
Oh, looks like the session is over. Oh, the other driver probably had the lap already done. All right. Well, that's a wrap. That's a championship done now. Wow, what a race we had.
That was an incredible race. and some amazing fighting from the guys there. It's just brilliant. Again, credit to the guys and girls that have been racing with us through the season. It's been great to commentate on it and be part of it. Adrian,
Well,
take us out.
Well, that was a pleasure to be there. Before I'm taking out, we're also gonna check the results of the final result of the championship before saying goodbye to everyone. But while we're waiting for the official result to come out, thank you a lot for everyone that followed us, for everyone that drove for this championship. Also, massive congratulations to anyone working behind the scene to make this championship a reality. Ren, DK for the BOP, Patrizi as well. That sadly wasn't able to race tonight, but definitely deserved something, at least a shout out about what he did. But yeah, that was a great pleasure to follow along this little championship, get into the commentating booth with you, Tommy, and everyone. Yeah, that was truly amazing. So thank you everyone for following our little adventure, and trust us, we're gonna be back soon for more racing. As I'm trying to make the championship result works, but for some reason it doesn't want to. Come on. I think I've done it. Wait. Did I? No.
Oops. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening.
I'm trying to make the results working, but I'm struggling. Why doesn't it work? Help! Oh no. Okay, so we need to. Why is it not working? Is it? I'm gonna probably get 100 of DM from Embo. Being like, you stupid dumb thing, do not big voice. Yeah, I know, but it doesn't work. Is it better now? No, still. Well,
they're asking what's next, right? So I'm just going to put it out there. It's going to be a 106 championship round club circuits like Knockhill.
Is it real info? Are you sure about it?
Oh, it's not real info. That's just me just putting stuff out there. So,
all right, let's try to see the results. Is it working? I don't know. And
you know what? The longer you take for the results, the more rubbish I'll come out with. Right? Okay, it's Honda lawnmowers at Valunga. What else? What else could we do?
Oh no! Why is it not working?
The weightlifters or T-Rexes round Highland Short.
All right. Anyway, let's look at the championship then.
Hey! Oh no!
It's broken. Yeah, I know it's broken, but yeah, at least we can see the championship result, I guess. Well, we have our champion, but only 6 points. I don't know how to count. Fly Lingma, with these amazing performances, is getting the championship, followed by Jack Oliver, very close indeed, but not enough despite his win to clinch the title. Congratulations to Fly Lingma on this wonderful championship. Then Toxic in P3 with 88 points, followed by DK with 74. Patrese, despite missing quite a lot of events, in P5. Elmo in P6 with 43 points, followed by Dehi with 41. William Freeman going in P8 with 34, followed by Iwis with 30. Max Mas with 29. This name is definitely very easy to pronounce. Housie in P12 with 24 points, followed by Levy with 19. Alan, the second driver of Eternity Motorsport, in 14, followed by Muffick, Naughty Dragon, Drop Text, Redshift with 11 points, Pure Rune, Mad67, Con71, Skakun, Fox, Bose, Mario, and sadly I can't see the rest. But I think it should be. I'm trying to. I don't know. Wait, let's see. I'm gonna get the championship properly here. Skakun, yeah, Mario. Then Skihu with 1 point, and then Rainter Nomika, Crackhead, Freddy Hun, Igor Mazin, runner-up of course, Dredro, and Uma Compton rounding up the championship. Yeah, very, very interesting championship. I think we are on a nice dynamic, but despite not having his P2 today, Flydigma hold on and managed to clinch up the championship. Well done to Flydigma. Wonderful fight with DK. And yeah, I think that's a wrap. That's the end of the championship. Thank you everyone that have
We've s-
followed. Don't
We
forget to.
still
Yep.
we still have the stewarding to do just in case there's any changes. This
Oh
is
yeah.
just your kind of like and we'll obviously need to check Flyjima's car for mechanical doping. Make sure his forklift license is actually 100% like
Legit.
fact.
Yeah.
But looking at it, things look like pretty much set there. So honestly, amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you everyone that have followed. Make sure to join our community to be part of this wonderful adventure, and perhaps take part to the next couple of events we have. A lot of things preparing behind the scene, and yeah, that will be the end. So, Tommy, I give you the privilege of giving the word of the end.
Thanks very much. Everything's already been said. We've thanked everyone, but we've not thanked everyone that's been watching the streams. So thank you all for watching the streams. Good night, and we'll see you hopefully very soon. Good night.
Bye.